Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Dead Cells 5 BC. Yep, we're gonna try 5 boss stem cells, which includes the malaise mechanic built right in. So, let's really quickly make sure that we've double checked this. It is casters. We will grab Sapphire Amulet 7 and even more high quality items here. I gotta admit, this like cleaver axe was a very good weapon previously, but I'm also looking at this like, okay, you've got the crossbow that roots enemies and does critical damage, shields, frost grenades. That actually seems like a very safe survival build with the crossbow maybe. And also, it's something that I haven't, right. I haven't really used this that much, so it could be interesting to try. So repeater crossbow, it's a Y followed by an X. You root them, and then you pepper them. Okay. It's very good damage if they're rooted, so we'll give that a shot here. And we have the malaise mechanic. It is the bar in the bottom left corner of the screen above your health. Malaise increases over time, decreases when you kill enemies, and at the end of the level, when you get that Explorer's Instinct, I believe that's the moment when the malaise is no longer accumulating. It will always accumulate on a level until you clear that moment. Let's go. As the malaise keeps stacking up, enemies will get, that was horrible. Enemies will get stronger. I believe they might get different attacks as well. But they will definitely start getting stronger than you would expect, or rather hope that they would get. I forgot he was rooted, so there's no way he's actually getting to me. So it's gonna be a bit of a tough run, of course. I haven't actually done malaise in, well, since like 1.1 version of this game. So it's going to be tough for me, but I hope that we actually, you know, put in a good performance. Survive, maybe? Win a run could be cool too. We can get like the true final ending of the game and all that nonsense. Dude, this is actually a very good weapon, although I think it's gonna suck for bosses. But against enemies, it's actually crushing, I think, and I'm very happy with it. We do not want that. So I think this is gonna be a survival build. Hello? Some food is also going to be infected by the malaise. So in a way, there's actually gonna be less healing on the run. So we need to be very careful about picking up food. If you just pick up food, you're gonna get yourself infected by the malaise. You need to actually pay attention to what the food is. I did pick up food dropped from an enemy without thinking about it, which is what made me thought about it. But luckily that food was safe. I think the food from walls is infected. The food from enemies is normal. Also, I do believe that while the game is paused, there is no increase in malaise level, so I think we can just kind of hang out in the shop as long as we wanted. The malaise is at half of 1 bar, but it will get up. It will get higher and higher and higher as time goes on, but for now it's still at, you know, half of 1 bar. Can't buy the repeater crossbow. It's better than the one that we have. It's also doing more damage because we're at full HP, which is nice. How long does it root them for? Roots enemies for 3 seconds, inflicting 45 DPS. It's not that bad. Keep going into survival here. But yeah, this is going to be a very interesting run here. I'm gonna have to change my tactics a little bit too. For instance, we want to try to kill as many enemies as fast as possible so that we get Explorer's Instinct. Well, it's actually not Explorer's Instinct. I think it's some other trigger. It's like if you kill most of the enemies on the level. But once we kill most of the enemies on a level, the malaise will stop ticking up. So we gotta make sure that we kill everything, maybe except for that elite enemy. We'll go back for him. But we need to kill everything else so that we can lock down malaise, and then we can explore the floor. Malaise cleared. So what that means is, well, it's actually gonna be easier once we get Explorer's Instinct to show you. So give me a second. There we go. So there are 3 enemies left to kill. When you kill enemies, the malaise meter goes down, but now that we've finished off most of the floor, the malaise meter is kind of, it already assumed that we killed the enemies. We do not have to go back and kill these enemies for the malaise meter to go down any further. The game is nice about that. It says, hey, you've already mostly done the floor. You don't have to finish it off completely. We can take our time, we can explore, we can look for runes in the walls and whatnot. The malaise is not gonna go up. Killing these enemies is not gonna make it go down. It's now kind of locked in. Although it is a elite enemy, which could be kind of fun to kill. And honestly, pretty easy to kill too. Gets us a little bit of extra gold. And for getting the first floor done, basically having no malaise buildup is kind of nice. I know that the malaise buildup will eventually start adding in some really nasty modifiers. I think we're not gonna worry about the hunter's grenade. I think I'm just gonna get a better bow. Well, I could save my money. You know what? I got an idea. I'm going to buy the hunter's grenade. I'm gonna use it as soon as we can, and I'm gonna save my money on the bow so that we can buy a better bow in the future, or a better like replacement crossbow. That's what I'm gonna do. We're not gonna worry about going to the slumbering sanctuary holding this thing because it's gonna take a long time. Well, except maybe we could go to the slumbering. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Can I buy the bow? My teleporting is not on point. If I can buy the bow, I would like to. I don't think I have the money for it though. Barely. Well, no, it's like 1,500 bucks more than I can afford. That's fine. All right, let's get the heck out of here. That was a pretty good floor. Maybe I will try and keep this. Where are we gonna go, by the way? Arboretum, sewers, or promenade. Maybe for our first BC run, we'll do promenade, ramparts. We'll do like a classic stilt village run. And there might be shield bearers we can access and throw this grenade at, so. So yes, malaise buildup is going to start having negative effects. Enemies are gonna be faster, they'll do more damage. We're gonna also at some point get enemies come up out of the ground to attack us, and also at some point, I'm gonna do this. Also, at some point, the enemies will turn into random elites at a certain level. Hello there, I was waiting for you. Someone keeps leaving weird books all around the island. I want to try some of the stuff written there, but I need cells, the sort you're carrying for the experiments. Bring me some and I will help you in exchange, would you, darling? Hey, it's not the collector, it's his name. Fantastic. And I'll just dump points in the outfit. We should really be saving this though. Tornado! That's not tornado, this is tornado. It lasts for quite a while. 578 DPS for 10 seconds, changes direction when it hits a wall. Honestly, I think I'd rather just have the ice grenade, so sorry about that. I will upgrade my bow. We'll upgrade the damage as opposed to the root shots because it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's fine. And our mutation, we could take different mutations, you know, now that we're dealing with malaise, maybe some of these mutations would be a little bit better, but I got to admit, enemies suffer damage while they're slowed down. That's not rooted. Isn't there another one that affects rooted enemies? There's this one. Attacking a rooted enemy at close range reduces skill cooldowns, but that's not what we're looking for. This could be actually a good one, gastronomy. The food that we find would be worth more, and the food that we have to recycle because it's infected would give us more damage. So there is a reason to take gastronomy, but I think maybe an armadillo pack would be nice, because if we roll perfectly, we can block enemies and then also get a bit of a freeze in. We have the grenade, but an armadillo pack could be nice, but I think we'd prefer just like a disengagement or something. Although, if we expect to be fine on the floor and not die, we'd probably prefer No Mercy. So I'm gonna go No Mercy first. Killing enemies faster means that there's less malaise buildup. Okay. So sorry, I'm just taking a moment, looking at chat. Let's do this. Collector went to get cigarettes. Yeah, that NPC is just so that you can unlock things on 5 BC. Otherwise, you would have infinite outfits that are just kind of like not doing anything. So there is a whole bunch of items up there in that little building that we can go and recycle, but we're not gonna do it now because we gotta go fast. We gotta go fast so that we can, there's infected food. We gotta go fast so that we can kill enemies quickly and keep the malaise down. I would love to be able to actually find some enemies to fight. Basically anything that I find, I'm just gonna leave for later. I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it. Wow, I went up real freaking high. Yeah, I saw that coming. I'm taking very dumb damage. We should try not to get hit by everything. Yeah, I see you, Just Sheriff. You're gonna play some Dead Cells on your own. You gonna try to beat me? Do you have 5 BC unlocked? Honestly, I'm loving this malaise mode so far because if you get hit, it doesn't matter. That was my big problem with malaise in the past, was that if you ever took a hit, you would just like frickin' die. If you ever got hit, you would suffer the consequences. That food is okay. Just due to the ever-increasing malaise level, but now that's not a problem. You just have to go fast. It does probably incentivize certain playstyles, like, well, really anything that gives you a lot of offensive punch, powerful weapons. But it does feel a little bit better. The range on this is better than I expected to be. And I'm loving the crossbow that we have. Again, it's probably gonna be a little bit slow for bosses, but at least for the enemies, we are just like running through them very quickly. Also, if you heal, it reduces malaise. I think food shops can reduce malaise too, so there are ways to reduce malaise. That wasn't a rhyme. That's just the truth. Heavy crossbow, 5,000 DPS. It might be better than the repeater crossbow that we have, but the repeater crossbow has been fun, so I'm gonna keep using the repeater crossbow. I wish that you still got rooted when you were invincible, but that's okay. So that's 30 enemies killed, so we're making progress. There's also a legendary item here. It's a legendary knockback shield. I'm actually not gonna take it. I like the effect of the ice shield. If I'm not, your malaise tier is increased. If I'm not worried about, I should have kept that. If I'm not worried about parrying myself, I'd prefer to just have an effect on the shield, and we have an effect on the shield. So I'll be honest with you, I don't know what the malaise effects are. Right, you don't get affected. Yeah, I don't know what the malaise effects are, but we'll learn. We'll learn. At some point, the enemies attack faster, which is really annoying, I think, because it messes up timing. But I don't know what that malaise level is. I should really alt-tab and look in a minute, or just have like that window open, but for now, we will just keep going on. Wait a second for the cells to come to me. And again, we're just gonna try to get through the level as quickly as possible, because if we get through the level fast, that means that we get the least amount of malaise buildup. Except if we're in one of these rooms, I guess, so. I could take the powerful grenade. Might be better than the ice grenade. Maybe I'll actually use the damn thing. You know, use it to kill some enemies and then run through them. Okay, where are you? I threw that in the wrong direction because I was scared. It is a very good crossbow though. Like it's extremely nice. I also love just being able to like create a spread shot that hits multiple enemies. Got him. I'm assuming that eventually the root damage from this is actually going to be a little bit more meaningful, because right now it doesn't seem that meaningful. I'm mostly just shooting enemies with the crossbow to kill them, and you know, if the root does it, whatever. Please go up faster, faster, faster. I don't know if the enemies in these doors count for malaise levels. Like, maybe you could just ignore all the door-based enemies. This is my first time, so I don't know. Morass of the Banished. No, I still want to do the ramparts, I think. I want to do a classical run-through. Got him. Oh, I got hit from that though. I was really hoping to be able to get a 60, but that's okay. I'm not really worried about that right now, am I? I'm more just worried about, hey, let's make sure that we get through all these enemies without dying. Malaise cleared, so it's not gonna go up anymore. It has been reduced so that we're still at like half of 1 bar. And Fredecula says, malaise before pretty much forced you to go to Stilt Village for the guaranteed food shop. That's true very much for the purchasing of the healing flask, but apparently they've added in new consumables that are like food-based for malaise. That if you buy it, you can reduce your malaise level. So even if you have a certain amount of malaise level, you can still clear it if you find one of those kind of healing flasks for it. It's not a healing flask, it's something else. I forget what it is. So there's Explorer's Instinct and a shop. My question is there a food shop on the... You know, I'm willing to bet that these do not count, because look at how many freaking enemies there are still. Well, I didn't see you behind me. Is there a food shop right before the Timekeeper? Like if you go to the Forgotten... Isn't there one in the Forgotten Sepulchre, a food shop? Honestly, I don't remember. I think there might be. Cough syrup. So cough syrup, I guess, is for the food. Or for the malaise level. Yeah, is there a food shop in the area? I think there might be. In the Forgotten Sepulchre. I think I'm always there and I'm surprised that there's a food shop. I'm like, really? There's a food shop here? This is a horrible place to give you a shop. Like, what are you, crazy? So this is my first time in 5BC since version 1.1 of the game. So it's been like a couple of years probably. So a lot of this is gonna be new for me. Hey, this is food! Well, no, it's actually not food. There's something crawling under the water. Fractured Shrines? Or Stilt Village? I thought there was one in Forgotten Sepulchre. There's one in the graveyard, but not in Sepulchre, says Albino Humpback. Okay, I'll believe you. Because you guys would probably know, but there's always one that I'm surprised about. I guess it's probably the one in the graveyard that I'm surprised about. I'm always like, wow, there's a food shop here? Really? Okay. So, infected grapes, lovely. Infected food, lovely. There's just infected food everywhere. Should really clean this place out. If we needed the HP, we could always take the food. and then deal with the curse, but I'd rather not. But let's go take a look at this food in a little bit greater detail, because we can always recycle it. Isn't there one in the bell tower, a food shop? I don't think so, but there could be. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Graveyard food shop for the hungry ghosts. Ooh. Small infected food isn't that bad, but the 50% food gives so much malaise. Well, let's see. Well, it increases your malaise by 1 level, doesn't it? Like, we don't need the food. You might as well just dump it. Like, unless I really need the health, what do I care? And if I really need the health, we can always go to a food shop. I do certainly believe that in 5 BC, you're more inclined to go to floors that have food shops, because then you can just buy the food. But we don't need it right now. So let's go to the ramparts. Well, let's not go to the prison. Should we go to the prison? We could go to the prison. We've got the crossbow, which is very good for rooting and critting. Ah, screw it, let's go to the prison. Try to use this hunter's grenade. I love whenever I throw it, the health bar just like gets sliced up. And also, was I going to buy a new bow? I forget. Oh, right, I was gonna think about the heavy crossbow. Because the heavy crossbow is gonna be better at dealing with bosses, I think, because we're not gonna have to worry about rooting them. But I'm liking the repeater crossbow for the time being. So I'm gonna keep the repeater crossbow and I'll try to buy a better one if we can. It's very much a, whoops. It's very much a, I haven't really used this as a legitimate weapon before. It's interesting. Let's keep giving it a try. So, ramparts, let's do it. Wait, I was gonna go prison. No, well, F. We can go prison depths, why not? It's a relatively short floor. Let's do it. Prison depths doesn't connect to the ramparts, so she'll have to take another route. No, it does. It connects to the ramparts through the cell door. So we should be fine. There's 2 normal exits, and then there's a cell door exit that you can take that goes up to the ramparts. Prison depths to the ossuary still has food shop. What do you mean, prison depths to ossuary? Hello, hello. Because the the food shop is in the levels, not in the areas in between the levels. Makes no sense. What you say makes no sense. Recovery. That really hasn't been a big problem for us. But it could allow us to get health back and to keep it instead of taking disengagement. We could also take curse-related mutations. We could take something that maybe is better for the bow. Crossbow. Parries, no. Recover health after killing an enemy up to 50%. Attacking at close range. Effective food is better. If you recycle food, you get more damage for 5 minutes. Dude, I think astronomy might actually be pretty good. Goes ancient sewers, not ramparts. No, so Gladier, there's actually 2 prison depths. There's the regular prison depths and the corrupted prison depths. The corrupted one goes to the ancient sewers. The prison depths, I believe, goes up to the ramparts and ossuary. And I think DLC zone as well, but I can't remember. No, the corrupted has 3 exits. This has 2 exits. Ramparts and ossuary, that's what it is. Gaster seems pog. It does seem pretty good. Because the food that you do pick up is better, and recycling food gives you plus 17% damage for 5 minutes. Which is pretty nice. And if you find 2 pieces of food, that's 10 minutes of buffs. Bonk, 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 bonk. Anyways, let's do this. Ossuary and morass. Well, if we go to the ossuary, we go to the ossuary. I'm not that salty about it. Infantry grenade. It's better. We'll take it. Take this. Survival. The clock is ticking though. But we're also killing enemies very quickly, it seems. Even enemies that are normally a bit of a pain in the butt are seemingly dying pretty quickly due to this bow locking them down, which has been really freaking nice. He is still moving when he's rooted. That's a thing? Your melee's tier is increased. Yes, but what does that mean? Okay, we should probably have rooted you, but it worked anyways. Grab the money. You shouldn't even backtrack for the money. Like, just continue going as fast as possible, I think. Also, I need to throw my, I need to throw this at him so that I can get the elite. Use blueprint extractor. I forgot it, where is it? Got it. We got his outfit. Well, at least we got rid of the hunter's grenade. It's gonna cost us a little bit of damage for a short bit of time, but now we can hold more equipment at least. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Already killed 26 enemies too. Random skills. I would like... The first pip of melees doesn't change anything. Good to know. I would like not Telluric Shock, because it is double damage, so why don't we... I would like it, though. We'll take it at the end of the level, and then I can re-roll the modifiers, because I'm going to upgrade it anyways. Please shoot your freaking bow. Why are you not firing your bow? I took way too much damage from this guy. It's like I hit Y and I hit wide so that he does the root attack, and then it's just not coming out for some reason sometimes. I'm probably just trying to hit it too quickly though. And by probably, like, I'm sure it's my fault. You know, there's probably very few probablys around it. You gonna come to me? Your melee's tier is increased. A lightning bolt and then some other symbol, I don't know what it is. Please die, thank you very much. Please die yourself, thank you very much. Okay, whatever lightning bolt is, I'm a little worried about it. Although the melee's level did go down, I guess it might be possible that killing elites gives you more melee's reduction. I do not know. What the heck? Am I taking more damage, or is it just because we're at this, like, stage of the game or something? I get hit once and I just lose all of my health. Come to me. Come to me! I guess it's just because we're at that stage of the game where everything wants to kill you. Well, I didn't die, which is surprising and happy. Out of ammo. Well, that's not a good sign. Okay, I'm getting a little worried. But we're still in it. Melee's cleared, let's go. Okay, I can slow down a little bit here. But we are nearly dead. We should probably heal. I'm just a bit stubborn when it comes to that, but we should probably heal. We should probably heal. Also, where's the freaking food? I took astronomy so I could, you know, get food and then heal out of it. Where the heck is the food? Okay, what are the exits? Morass, ossuary, and then isn't this ramparts? Ancient sewers. It is the ancient sewers. That's weird. I could have sworn that would have given us the rampart exit, but oh, I guess I was wrong. Give me a smoke bomb for now, anyways. Whatever, we'll just go ossuary, I think. There are still 3 enemies left to kill, and if we kill them, I think we will get food. There's our food. 25% of your health. All right. And then if we take disengagement, then we'll have the ability to not die if we get hit once. There's an enemy down here I want to kill. He's an elite, but I'd still rather kill him than not, especially when we can do this. Oh! Got him. Projectile damage reduced 75%. You don't get the jumps, though. I like what we got. Okay, time to go. Well, we'll grab something from the shop, I think, first, because that is a skill shop. Okay. Just Sheriff says, I'm restarting my save slot in Dead Cells, give me tips. Here's a tip, don't. Keep all your progress. Do I really want Telluric Shock? I think I do. We'll upgrade it to give it new modifiers. Whistle is very good, but I like what we got. All right, let's get out of here. Did he end up healing? I have not used a heal yet. I was at 5% for a while, though. So let's go ossuary on this one. Malaise level's at 1.5, but there is food here, and we might be able to buy ourselves a bit of a malaise reducer. Cardus outfit, I wasn't even thinking about that. So really quickly here, I'm gonna alt-tab. I'm gonna look up one thing, malaise. Here's what the malaise levels are. Here we go. Enemies spawn at malaise levels 2 through 10. Attack delay gets reduced at malaise level 2. Alert range increases at malaise level 3. Teleport charge delay time at malaise level 3. Elite transformation at malaise level 3. And enemy strength at malaise level 6. So starting at malaise level 2, enemies will spawn, and also enemies attack faster. Now, I don't know exactly what that means, whether it's the animations go faster, or maybe it's just the cooldown between attacks or something, but we'll figure it out. Please. I was like, please re-roll that. Everything else I think is fine. And we will definitely take disengagement here. I still think astronomy is probably okay. Let's do it. Bam, 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 bam. Let's do it. We've got a good build for dealing with most of the enemies here, because Telluric Shock, the grenade spam, as long as I actually spam it, like I usually don't do. Locking them down, hitting them with the crossbow. We don't do insignificant damage. Small medkit? I can take a small medkit? Yo, take it. Damn it. You gotta take out the crystals first, then you hit this guy. Got him. I didn't notice any, like, malaise reduction, though, on that guy. Maybe those elites don't count for malaise reductions, so maybe I shouldn't have even killed him. Maybe I should have waited on him. Also, if only the little pustulings counted, you know? What the heck? They hit me. You were not supposed to hit me there? You're supposed to just die? Just keep running. I think that enemy spawned in. I don't remember that guy being up there. We are at the point where enemies will just kind of randomly spawn in at you know, intervals. Like there, hello, how's it going? How's it going, my new friend? I hear you spawn in sometime again. I don't know how this is gonna work. Like that malaise level, man. It's nasty as it gets higher and higher and higher, but I guess that's why you wanna be using your healing flasks a little bit more. You know, heal so that you can actually heal so that you can recover malaise a little bit on occasion. What the heck? You know what? Sometimes I just kind of get hit and I don't really know what from. Oh, because there's freaking enemies spawning in still, huh? Your malaise tier is increased. Yeah, I had to fight that guy, that's why. Do you not get, please go down. Do you not get malaise reduction by fighting those guys that spawn in? That's annoying. So they're just extra garbage enemies you gotta fight, huh? Also, you do not stay rooted for very long. Why is that? I'm actually noticing that more and more as I go on here. The rooting doesn't last for 3 seconds anymore, it seems like. Which is highly unfortunate and disappointing. It's food. Get out of here, you jerks. You gotta be like a little bit more on your toes when you're doing this, huh? We still have disengagement, don't worry about that. Oh, please let there be enemies! Why? It's just a long hallway full of nothing, and there's a rat. Maybe there's like an effect of malaise where enemies are less affected by like status effects or something. There's no one up there. I should also like really be using my grenade a little bit more. We're getting pretty close to being done with this though. Like I'm noticing that the malaise isn't quite ticking up as much as it was. He's a bomber guy? What the heck are you doing here? You don't use that. That's what Telluric Shock is for. Oh, hey, there's a lot of enemies here. Let's kill them. Oh, it's infected by malaise, but it also recovers 83% of my health. I recycled it. And then someone laughed at me. Why did someone laugh at me when I recycled the food? Hello? Your malaise tier is increased. More enemies spawn in. I think that's what that symbol is. Your malaise tier is increased. Ah, you don't say, huh? I'm willing to bet, yeah, I was gonna say, probably my malaise tier is about to increase. I'm not focusing on chat at all, by the way. I'm just trying to run through this and survive. Hey, you! He talked to me? I mean, yeah, I know that you're there. You're trying to follow me and kill me, and I don't like it. Homunculus does sound like a bad word if you don't know what it means. True. tidbits of wisdom from chat. Explorer's Instinct. We can stop here for a moment. I would just love a better bow. Like, I would just love the same bow that I have, just better. Because the repeater crossbows have been a lot of fun. So I'm gonna keep rolling. Didn't get it, but maybe next time. Execution. Should have probably just, you know, picked this up first, but... Dark Tracker Elite? Excuse me? Since when? Hello. I don't remember ever aggroing you. I guess that's my bad. Excuse me. Oh, that's enemies sometimes turn into elites randomly. That's what that is. Well, that's horrifying. That was wrong. Hey, you. Hi. Okay. We got 60. We got to the 60 enemies killed counter. Oh, there's no teleporter anywhere near this. Go, 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 go. Enemies are still spawning. But they don't seem to be becoming elites that often right now for some reason. I say for some reason, but I'm very happy about it. Malaise has been cleared, so we are just at 3. Oh, what the heck? He telefragged me. God damn it. I thought they weren't supposed to do that anymore. That's probably a bug with these guys if I had to guess. It doesn't make sense that the laser would actually move horizontally. We need to keep getting survival. I feel like we haven't picked up very many scrolls on the floor. We got a lot more to do here. Now there's still some enemies left to kill. We do not get malaise reduction by killing them, but I wonder if we get malaise reduction killing any enemies in these doors. We're gonna look at these doors. Wave of Denial is not what we want. We're also gonna go to the shop that is the food shop. Especially with gastronomy, you know, we just want to heal up as much as possible, and that's a good way of doing it. So where the heck was that food shop? There's also a cursed chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only like 6 enemies remaining, unless there's a door that has enemies. So I'm gonna look at this door and see if there's any enemies here, because if there are, then what was that? There was an enemy there. That was weird. If there's enemies behind this door, we can take that cursed chest, which would be nice. It's actually the food shop. Cough syrup. Reduces your malaise infection level by 30%. Sweet. That's 3 bars, 3 ticks. Man, I would love to be able to use this cursed chest, but if there's not 10 enemies, we can't do it. I'm also not doing the food shop yet, just because I'm curious to look around first, but we should probably just do the food shop first. Caloric Shock, ours is better, because we've already upgraded it. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 6 enemies. I'm not gonna fight the Black Bridge boss cursed, so I guess we're not gonna do that. So let's go buy some food. It's interesting. You can still take your time, you know, at the end of a level. You just have to do it at the right moment. You know, you have to, oh wow, it was a big heal. You have to explore the floor when you're done with it, before you go. Let's go see what this was. Extra jump in midair, 850 gold. I wanna finish off the floor just so that we can, you know, say that we've done everything, of course. Man, I do worry about killing the next boss, though. Oh, you know what we need? Infantry grenade makes your arrows come back. That's exactly what we need, and I didn't even think about it until just then. The infantry grenade giving me my arrows back means that we should have no problem. But it also means we basically can't get rid of this infantry grenade. Is the letter folded up? Yeah. There's nothing here. Oh, okay. It's a bit of an experience, but it's not a bad one so far. It just adds a little something extra to your Dead Cells run here. I am, oh God, I hate to say it, I am tempted to look at that cursed chest, but I don't think we want it. I mean, we do have a bow, and it's gonna be pretty easy to kill the boss, but here's what I worry about. I worry about him jumping out of the route, taking me by surprise and then hitting me. That's really what I worry about, so we're gonna say no on this. So let's go fight him. Black Bridge, let's do it. Excuse me? They're down there? Why did, hello? That is creepy. I knew I saw an enemy earlier and then just teleported away from me. What the hell? Oh my lord. So that guy is just teleporting around the level, staying away from me. Oh my God, like SCP or something. Okay, well, weird. We got 60 door, which is surprising. Powerful grenade. I like the infantry grenade. The powerful grenade would kill more enemies in one shot, but what we have works, so stick with it. You tried to kill him, of course he's avoiding you. You know what, that's a very good point. I did try to kill him. Save what you got, save what you got. The mutations are fine. Even gastronomy is okay, but I actually think it's probably not as useful as I was thinking it was, but for now I'm gonna keep it where it is so that we can save our heals for later. Now I'm curious if malaise ticks up. It does tick up. The longer you fight the boss, the more your malaise is gonna go up, okay. I do believe bosses get resistant to status effects. Oh, I was in the middle of my jump, I couldn't cancel it. So as we inflict root on this guy, he's gonna be less affected by root. Also, can't help but notice, guy's not really taking that much damage from this crossbow anymore. By the way, your malaise tier is increased. Oh, thanks. Our malaise tier is gonna go up like 3 points fighting this guy. Dude, this crossbow is I knew it was gonna be bad for bosses. I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. Like, I can't do any damage to this guy. And that's what I was worried about. How did I not get hit there? That's exactly what I was worried about happening. I really should have just had the heavy crossbow. Did the game just try to summon an enemy? Oh my God. He also keeps going invincible right when, hello. Right when I would want to be able to hit him with a shot. At least I'm able to get my arrows back, but this is indicative that we need a different weapon for future fights against bosses. What the hell? Oh my God, that's scary as hell. Oh my God. Yeah, we gotta think in the future about what else we're gonna bring on not only this fight, but other boss fights too. Hopefully we get a lot of malaise reduction for this, but we're going to the Stilt Village, so we should be able to buy more malaise reduction if we need it. The way that he just like comes out of the stun is absurd. Sorry, the way he comes out of the root and then jumps at you is just absurd. Also, that completely removed our malaise. What? That's surprising. I didn't think it would completely remove our malaise, but maybe, you know, that's just how much malaise you normally clear on a floor. I don't know. Boss kills are -5. There you go. Well, what do you normally get for a floor? Do you normally get -5 on a floor? Let me see. I don't know. Because when you kill an enemy, or an elite, I guess, normally your malaise goes down on a floor. So like, if you killed every enemy instantaneously, would you lose 5 tiers? I don't know. Well, whatever it was okay. The elite, or the boss, did give us a full malaise reduction, which was nice. Mutations are currently fine, although we will still need to replace this weapon at some point. I think we should go Still Village, it's fun. But I am gonna be very much on the lookout for something else, because we gotta get something else. This is just not a good enough weapon. Hell difficulty, let's go. Oh my god, you freaking jerks. It's okay, we can heal when we get to the shop. This floor is gonna take a little bit longer to get through than other floors though. Well, aren't you just annoying? But at least there is gonna be food. Random skills. I don't need a new skill at this point. My skills are kind of fine. Caloric Shock is not quite as useful in this location just because of the structure of it, I think. Oh, why am I up here? Hello. There's just a biter? Oh my god. The one biter owned me, kind of. You also kind of own me a little bit. Oh, I'm gonna die? I'm not dead? Really should be dead though. I died to the frickin' rampager. I didn't see him. I didn't see him leaving the cluster of bodies. Oh, that's fine though. That was dumb of me. I really should not have aggroed there, but I really felt like I needed to be aggro to keep on the malaise meter, but that was probably too much. You know, slow it down a little bit. Come in from the bottom or leave and lure the enemies to you. You know, slow it down a little bit and engage a little bit more properly, because we lost pretty much an entire health bar in a few hits on that floor. But that was not that bad. You know, I've learned a little bit about how it works and how it feels. Don't worry about that boss so much because it's -5 tiers. You don't really need to be so aggressive at reducing malaise if the boss gives you -5 because, you know, we could have saved money on the shop, probably. Well, I don't know. Maybe we didn't need to buy the cough syrup item, but if you know you're gonna be able to kill the boss quickly, don't worry about it because you're gonna chop the malaise in half. At worst, when it gets up to malaise level 10. But just slow it down a little bit. You know, this is still a higher difficulty than level 4, and it does feel like the enemies are doing even more damage. I mean, it goes from nightmare to hell difficulty, so I'm pretty sure that the enemies are dealing more damage. I don't know if they have more health, but they are certainly hurting. And we just gotta, you know, play it slow, play it safe. Health is still a resource that we need to pay attention to. But that was a fun run, a fun first run in malaise management. I do need to look up and kind of recognize a little bit more innately what those malaise symbols mean. Figure out how better to handle when enemies, you know, get summoned in and turn into random elites and all that nonsense. But it was fun. I do think that that repeater crossbow was a pretty good weapon. It doesn't seem good for bosses, and there are other weapons that do more damage. You know, I was considering that heavy crossbow, because that heavy crossbow would have done, you know, significant damage. But it's very good for dealing with the crowds of enemies because you can just lock them down and then snipe them. Anyways, good run, good, you know, introduction to the melees. And I really like this implementation compared to what it was before, because how it worked before, the last time I played Dead Cells, is whenever you took any damage, you went up one tier of melees. So you could only get hit 10 times before you were infected. And I think at that point, you either immediately died or you took damage over time until you healed. But it was just so annoying when they had just introduced those enemies that have like lasers, and they could teleport to you with their lasers being active, and so you would just constantly get hit for a tiny, tiny, tiny amount of damage, but your melees would skyrocket, and it just wasn't fun because you like, it felt like you couldn't reliably, at least at my skill level, you couldn't reliably avoid all of the damage on a single run. But having it be a time-based mechanic is a little bit better because, you know, you've got to build a little bit more muscle memory to go fast. It does incentivize high damage weapons as opposed to low damage weapons, though. Like, I imagine someone's probably not going to use anything that takes a long time to kill enemies because it means that your melees is going to go up. But it was still a fun run. I enjoyed it. I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm just trying to think and get my opinions out about the melees. And I think it's a cool mechanic now that it's been reworked. I think it'll be nice. And maybe even we'll stay at BC5 to continue our blueprint hunting, but that's gonna be a little tough. But it is good practice. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Dead Cells.